Correct? And if so, is it a similar allegation to the New York Times case?
She'll definitely be sued. There's no question about that. I mean, it's just a matter of when and for what, and whether she's included with others or not. And frankly, I'm not prepared to give up our legal strategy.
Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be covering the TMZ versus Justin Baldoni lawyer interview that happened yesterday, because TMZ may have accidentally put their foot in their mouth and drug themselves into this lawsuit, which is crazy. My jaw was literally on the floor when I heard this interview and what TMZ had to say to Justin Baldoni's lawyer. I was stunned. I was shocked. I didn't even know what to say when I saw it. And let me tell you, I think Harvey was realizing he may have messed up during that interview because he looked worried. But I'm going to play the interview here in just a minute. But essentially what they were talking about, which honestly does make sense. You can let me know what you think in the comments. But essentially what they were talking about before I show you the interview, so you have a little context, is TMZ was talking about how it is on the media side versus how it is on the publicist side of things and how it is on the PR side of things. So they were saying, what was the difference of us, putting out stories, or Justin's team giving us stories and Blake's team giving us stories? What was the difference between the two teams, Justin and Blake? What was the difference? Because we were getting stuff from both sides of this situation. We were getting stuff from Justin's side, we were getting stuff from Blake's side, and so they were saying that why is this happening? This is literally what a PR team is for. This is what a crisis manager is for. This is what they do. They plant stories. I mean, and it does make sense. And essentially what his lawyer said, which is not the crazy part, like, I don't even want to tell you the crazy part because you're going to see it for yourself. But essentially what his lawyer said was, well, Blake Lively's team started this. So I really don't think any of this would ever have come about if Blake Lively would have not filed that initial complaint. I think that was what started and basically made this whole thing into what it is now. So unfortunately, I think that is, it wouldn't have brought this to this point, because I think Justin wanted the movie to be about domestic violence, the focus to be on domestic violence, to help domestic violence victims, and I think that is essentially what they wanted this movie to be about, and Blake Lively kind of messed that up a little bit when she filed this complaint. Now, this interview is crazy. I'm just telling you, this interview is insane. But essentially, TMZ has gotten themselves in the middle of this lawsuit now, saying that. Now, I have not looked this up for myself. I need to research this and look this up for myself. But from what I have seen, it seems to be true. One of my followers said that they've been looking at this case as well and looking into TMZ, and TMZ has only reported one story for Justin, like one Justin Baldoni story against Blake Lively or whatever, anything negative, but they have reported many stories on Justin. I don't know that to be fact. I need to look that up. If you want to look that up and let me know in the comments, that'd be great. I'll have to dig through a lot of different stories because this has been going on since August. So I'll do some digging and I'll let you know. But that seems to be pretty true, because I don't remember, and I do this for a living, and I don't remember seeing a ton of stories about Justin, or about it, positively about Justin or negatively about Blake from TMZ. So I have a feeling TMZ is probably on Blake's side, which is, you'll get that vibe also from this interview. But yeah, that's just my opinion. But before I show you this interview, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any updates on this case as well as cases to come. We're going to be doing a deep dive into the new text messages that we have in a video coming up in the next few days that we got from the interview he did with another news group, as well as a couple of other things. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss those updates, and let me know what you think about this in the comments. I'm telling you, you're going to think that this interview is wild. It is wild. So let me know what you think about in the comments. Send us someone you think would like it, and here is that interview.
Correct? And if so, is it a similar allegation to the New York Times case?
She'll definitely be sued. There's no question about that. I mean, it's just a matter of when and for what, and whether she's included with others or not. And frankly, I'm not prepared to give up our legal strategy. But you can rest assured that based on the investigation we've done, the text messages we have, the receipts that'll go along with that complaint, she's dead in the water.
I get the allegation. I really do understand that. But when it comes to publicists trying to manage a story, plant a story, skew a story, kill a story, we've seen that from every publicist in this town. So I don't understand why this case is different.
I think you'd have to ask Blake Lively and her people, because they're the ones that started this case. And they started this case by claiming there was a smear campaign. And what I'm about to show everyone, frankly, are the receipts that show it's not a smear campaign. As a matter of fact, the smear campaign was started by Leslie Sloan and Stephanie Jones. And it's all right there for everyone to see.
Both sides tried to skew this story because we've been on the recipient end of that. Justin's team, Blake's team. We're on that receiving end. We've seen it. So that's the part I don't get.
Well, I'd say this, Harvey, you just kind of made yourself a witness. So what I would say is save
Well, that's
your
okay.
receipts.
I'm okay with that because I could talk about things that Blake's team did to him and things that Justin's team did to Blake. And I could talk about both.
You might be an expert witness, actually. Because you've been doing it for so long.
Because it sounds like something that we've seen.
We have seen.
For 19 years, Brian, that publicists,
That's what they do.
They create smear campaigns.
Yeah.
Is that what they do?
They do. I mean, Brian, that doesn't mean we buy it, but yes. And it's happened on both sides in the Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni war. Both sides.
So that's good to know. But we'll see what the documents actually say, because that's what we have are documents. Documents actually don't lie. People do. And it's important that everyone sees all of the documents that are involved in the case, because there are people that have been destroyed as a result of the allegations that have been made so far in this case.
That is all. Let me know what you think in the comments. That was the craziest freaking interview I think I have ever seen in my entire life of doing this. The whole year I've been doing celebrity gossip and news and tea. But I think Harvey kind of realized that he made a mistake there on his face. And I think his partner was like, let me take over. Because at the end he started like talking before he could. But let me know what you think about it in the comments. And if you think TMZ is going to be drug into this lawsuit as well, because I think that they are. Even if they just come in as an expert witness, I do think that we are going to see TMZ at least have a name in this lawsuit at some point. So hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of these updates and things, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.